Welcome and good morning to Phil Fairfield, Sales Director and shareholder of Youngman Richardson. Thank you for joining me this morning, Phil. And first question for you is, who is Phil Fairfield and what do you do?
Okay. Well, as you said, I'm a sales director here at Youngman Richardson. I've been in the business 26 years. We started in our warehouse, feels like many moons ago. And basically, I was someone that's worked through the business from that point forward. I did a stint in our customer service department, did many years out on the road. I then moved to Christchurch and built our Christchurch branch and facility down there, and then moved back to Auckland into more senior management roles from there. So that's who I am.
So you know the business from top to bottom and inside
out. A little bit. Yeah. Some areas I'm not so good in, and some areas I'm well entrenched in. But
I've always been impressed at your knowledge of each and every asset. So thank you. So please tell us about Youngman Richardson. What do you sell, and who are your customers?
Okay. So Youngman Richardson started off. The name Youngman Richardson is from Bob Youngman and Tim Richardson, who started the business 43 years ago now. Both Bob and Tim have since passed on, and we're in a third and fourth generation of team members. So the company was originally designed around a supply chain to the rental industry. So if you think of a hire company like a Kennard's Hire, a Hire Pool, and all those types of businesses, and all the privately owned smaller rental businesses, if you think of their range of equipment, that's basically what we sell. So everything from pumps, generators, concrete stores, access equipment, as in scissor lifts and cherry pickers and things, excavators, rollers. So a really large range. And then the company over the years evolved and became a large supplier to the construction industry. So rental today is about 35-40% of our business. When I say rental, we don't rent products ourselves, but rental companies are our customers. So when you rock into your hire company and hire a concrete store, inevitably it may have come from us in the first place.
Gotcha. Thank you very much. And thinking about before you partnered with Black Hawk, what were the challenges you were facing and the issues or pain points you had?
Okay. Well, as the company grew, you get growing pains in sectors of the business. And I think servicing was really a big area for us that we perhaps struggled to stick to our own standards in that section. So we're good at selling equipment, and then it would kind of disappear out into the field and you wouldn't see it until it's broken down. So preventative maintenance was pretty poor. And really it was like buying a second-hand car. You had a little service sticker on the window, we had a little service sticker on the machine, and you just rely on a customer to bring that back in for its scheduled services. And generally speaking, most people don't. A lot of our equipment is powered by small engines, little Honda powered engines. And if you imagine buying a lawnmower, my own lawnmower at home, I haven't serviced it ever.
You know, for all of us probably.
Yeah, that's the problem. And then of course, inevitably something breaks down, comes in, it should be a warranty claim. We go claim it with the factory. The factory says no because we can't prove the service history, and then we end up wearing it ourselves. And so we needed to find a way to support that better, basically.
Right. And what drove you to embark on this journey to transform your business from the old way of doing things to this new way of working? What were your goals and ambitions, and what did you hope to achieve?
Well, started with us with fitting GPSs to equipment, and that was actually customer driven. So people were coming to us wanting to track their equipment, and we went in search of a GPS that we can fit to different machines, and because of the range of our equipment, there wasn't a scenario of one GPS fits all. So we had to come to a company like yourself and work out ways to do that. It was actually your company, it was your predecessor, Dave, that came to us and said, actually, you've got all this data you can do something with. And that's when we started to put a program in place to manage our fleets, and tracking the device, tracking the machine became a byproduct of it. So it was no longer about where's my machine. It became about how many hours has it done, what condition is it in, has it had the right regular servicing, has it got genuine parts in it. That's what became important to us, and our focus then changed.
Right. And tell us about how you use YR Connect and the value it brings to your business and to your customers today.
Okay. So we developed an after sales department. So we have a customer service department that you would, if you ring our company, you would get our customer service department. But separate from that, in a separate building or one of our other branches, we have an after sales department. And the after sales department is looking after what we call YR Connect. That's your system that you label for us. And basically what happens is, let's say I sell you a machine. It could be a reversible plate compactor, because that's what I saw out my window just then. So it's a reversible plate compactor. A lot
of those around, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of those around. And it goes to you, the customer, and then when it's due for its first service, our after sales department is ringing you, making contact with you, or the machine is automatically texting you, or whatever your means of preferred connection is. And we're trying to encourage to get that machine in for its service. What we do with that is extend warranties. So there's a reason for the customer to bring that in. But really it's had a big change around from our customers' expectations from us. They're in constant contact with our after sales department for anything they may need. Like if it got stolen, they would ring. If they didn't know how to, if they're not tech savvy, they would ring our after sales department, who would help them track it and get them through, how to find their machine, for example. It goes in reverse. How many hours has it done? It's due for service. Can we book it in? There's always an angle to try and help the customer support their fleet and support their asset.
And what's been the response from your customer base to YR Connect?
Okay, well, I mean, the response is fantastic. Without talking numbers, it's been a significant increase in service work, and a really good retention of customers who are enjoying the services. I think at the end of the day, it wasn't something we did before. So we give the customers this service. We don't charge them for the service or for the device for 3 years. And then at the end of 3 years, they have the option to pay for another year of the service. And at this point, I've got that number here. So we have a 94% uptake of rolling over to another year. So that tells me the customers are generally mostly liking the service and happy with the service.
That's great. And what results and return on investment have you seen? You've talked to that a little bit just now. And how has Black Hawk helped YR to realise your goals?
So we measure it, and I probably don't want to talk the actual numbers, but yeah. We have a pipeline with a figure at the bottom, and my daily activity is, my favorite thing of the day is watching that grow, and it grows quicker than I expected it to.
That's great. And please tell us what drew you to partner with Black Hawk, and what has it been like working with us?
We trialed some other systems first. What we liked about Black Hawk, and we're well entrenched with you guys now, is the customization of the system. So if you go onto your standard system and compare it to Wire Connect, there's a lot of similarities, but there's a lot of custom stuff in the background that you have integrated through APIs into our CRM system. Those are the little details that it's hard to copy. And if, for example, we use the scenario of that play compactor out there. If that was due for service in 3 weeks' time, it appears in our CRM system's pipeline to call that customer. So you guys have integrated all that for us. We're moving it through pipelines to appear in different places in the company, depending on where the workshop is. And that for us has been really the game changer for us. We called that phase 1. Now we're on phase 2, which is, you might remember my favorite QR codes.
I remember those, yes.
Yeah. So we now have added those to the machine, and again, it's integration into our system. So a customer now gets this QR code stuck on his play compactor, for example, and when he receives the machine, he scans it, he registers the warranty straight away. So we now have accurate data that matches our invoice. And then in there is all kinds of forms, handover forms, operator videos coming in our next phase. We have a whole lot of files in there. The customer can see owner's manuals, operator manuals, brochures and things, of course. And then as the owner of the machine, you can see service manuals, service history. It's all integrated into our system. So any job that was done on the machine, the owner can scan that QR and see what happened, who did it, what happened. It's all really important information from our customer base. I think the biggest thing with our industry is that, especially with someone like us with multiple brands, is that you have all these brands that have their own little telematic systems in their company. What we want to do is help customers manage their fleet, and Blackhawk has enabled us to go across multiple brands with multiple documents and multiple types of information that's required that we can't really get from different brands' integrated systems. So it's been very successful for us, and we're really happy with it. And I think I was, when you asked me to do this interview, I was worried about, letting the industry know what we do and how we do it. But the more I think about it, the more I realize it's all the customization stuff that you do with us that is unique to us. And what's unique to us is not going to work for another company. And so it's became an easy conversation.
Yeah.
But the system works well. We're very happy.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for your time, Phil. Really appreciate it. And thank you for your feedback. That's very encouraging. We'll talk again soon.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks. Cheers. Thank you.